Okay, let's do this. Guys, it is finally time for me to show you my entire sneaker collection. I've been putting this video off for the longest time, but so many of you have requested to see my sneaker collection, so today we're doing it. Honestly, wouldn't really call myself like a sneaker collector. Like, I never imagined that I would have as many sneakers as I do. I've traveled for most of my life, growing up in South Africa, living in Australia, moving to the UK. So actually being a sneaker collector or collecting sneakers is just something I've never been able to do. But over the past 2 to 3 years, settling down and starting this YouTube channel is when I finally got the opportunity to actually collect sneakers. And obviously none of this would be possible without you guys. The incredible support that you guys have shown me over the past few years on the channel has been absolutely mind-blowing. And it's been insanely fun making these videos and building this sneaker collection and just chopping it up with you guys. So again, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been a part of this channel. With that being said, we've got a lot to get into, over 100 pairs of sneakers, so let's get into it. Just beyond those two doors is my entire sneaker collection of over 100 pairs. I actually counted. So today, guys, I'm gonna take you through every single sneaker that I currently own. Let's get on in here. Let's start in this room over here. Entering in. So what do we have here? We've got like the entire wall, which is like roughly 50 pairs, and then we've also got some down here just in boxes that I brought down from the attic. And then, as you know, in the other studio, which you guys often see me, like the main filming room, I've also got some sneakers in there. All right, let's start over here right at the top. So this is the Nike Dunk High Oski, and it's basically a collaboration with a professional skater. I just really liked these when they first released, mainly because of the Nike swoosh that's actually a shark. Like, you don't often see Nike like allowing collaborators to change up the Nike swoosh like this, so I just thought like it's pretty cool. Obviously it's still a Nike swoosh, but it's a shark. Then we've got the Union Dunk. This is the Court Purple colorway. This is probably one of the best dunks, if not the best dunks that's dropped this year, full stop. Look at that material, that plastic that's over the top. One day I think I'm gonna cut it off and just see what's underneath. I think that could be a cool look. Military black 4s, of course I gotta have these things. Most ridiculously popular sneakers for this year. It's almost like the Panda Dunks, but the Jordan 4 version, and because Jordan 4s are so incredibly popular this year, and you chuck a white and black on it, of course it's gonna pop. Jordan 4 Lightnings, one of the more crazier sneakers. You just like look at the wall and this is the first thing that your eyes go to. Yes, solid pair of 4s. I like them a lot. Another pair of 4s, we've got the Red Thunders. These ones go hard. I really like the Red Thunders. I mean, it's a little bit more out there, but like with an all black outfit, I think the Red Thunders are one of the cleanest pairs of 4s. Sakai, this one is actually pretty disappointing because I wanted to like this sneaker so bad. The main issue is just how thin this freaking outsole is. Like, just for an example, I'll slap these things on and I'll just show you what it's like walking in them. Like, every time I step, I literally feel like I'm I feel like Bambi riding that, wobbling around. I don't know if you can see because it's carpet, but like how thin that is. Like, how unstable is that? Almost makes them unwearable, so yeah, not my favorite sneaker by any means. Guys, we're 20 minutes into recording and we've got through 6 pairs of shoes. We've got 100, so we're gonna have to speed this up somehow. Okay. Yeezy slides, bone colorway. You guys know I freaking love Yeezy slides. This is my favorite colorway. We're on the next row. We made it. Okay, Jordan 1s. This is a entirely Jordan 1 row. And these are literally some of my favorite Jordan 1s that I own. It's not all of them. Electro Oranges. This is a summer banger right here, guys. You are sleeping on the freaking Electro Oranges. Yeah, I know it's not everybody's favorite. It's definitely slept on, but look at them, man. They're clean. The only thing that I don't like about this pair is like the weird, it almost looks glittery. It's pearlescent. Yeah, it's like, that's a little bit strange. I'm not a big fan of that. And it also doesn't match up with the outsole. Like, that's a little bit, it's a little bit odd. But other than that, it's a solid pair of 1. And then we've got, oh God, I think this might be like one of the best Jordan 1s this year. And I know that's crazy to say because we've had some bangers, but I honestly love the Stage Haze cracked leather. Ah, damn, this is another insane pair of Jordan 1s this year. I think there's been a lot of bangers Jordan 1s like that have dropped this year, but obviously the hype has gone down. They chose a strange year to drop some of the best colorways, but yeah, Taxi Jordan 1s. the yellow, the black, the white. What do you think about them, Meg?
Yeah, they're
You can
cool.
imagine them in a fit, right? Though, like, you know, obviously not this, but...
I mean, for me personally, I'm not a massive fan of colour on shoes.
What do you just want them black and white?
Neutral.
Alright, Georgetown ones, another banger. Goddamn, I think 2022 might be one of the best years for Jordan 1s in a long time. Like, I'm actually just thinking about it now. Like, look at these 3 in a row. That's insane. Plus, we haven't even got to, like, one of the most hyped. But, yeah, this is the 1985 version of the Jordan 1. So, the shape is a little bit different. The general theme of it is kind of retro. Solid pair. One of my favorite pairs of Jordan 1s, actually. They look insane on foot. This is a pair from 2020. Was it 2020 or 2021? I can't remember. But, yeah, obviously, this is, again, one of the most hyped pairs. The Hyper Royal. This with a pair of black cargos is mochas, need no introduction. What do you think about these? Let me guess, you love them?
Yeah, they're cool. I
Of
like
course.
that colour. It's more neutral. You can match it with more.
Yeah, but like everybody that like has come in here, like who's not a massive sneakerhead, I've been like, pick one. You can only have one, pick one. Obviously you can't actually have it, but just pick one. They always go straight to this, the frickin' mochas. And I just think, yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing with this one. Still one of the most popular pairs of Jordan 1s. Patent breads, definitely not my favorite, but still. Not a huge fan of the shiny patent leather, but other than that, it's a solid colorway. That's all I have to say about these. While we're here, ask me a question, whichever one you want. Let's just get started with those questions because we're 2 rows in now, so... First one up.
What's the most expensive pair of shoes that you own?
Most expensive is... It's actually this one. Since we're talking about Jordan 1s, it's a perfect time. It's actually a little bit embarrassing, but it's actually my most recent pair. This is the most I've spent on a pair of shoes. I believe it's not the most expensive I've paid ever, but the most expensive I own right now. And that is the Jordan 1 Lost and Found Chicago. This is the most hyped pair of sneakers that's dropped this year, and I wanted to get an early pair, and I paid about £700 for this. Yeah, I better make sure that I rock these things hard this year, because that's a lot of money. I could have just waited and obviously got them a lot cheaper, but of course I wanted to get the early review. If you don't pay, you don't play, so I had to get that one out. This is definitely going to make it on my shelf. Which one should I replace it with, maybe? Should I just chuck them up now? Massive fan of the electro oranges, but they're gonna go onto, like, they can go under my bed or something. Alright, new rule. Every time we go through a line, Meg, you ask me a question, okay?
About the line or just a question?
Just any question. So we did most expensive sneakers I own, and then we'll get to the next one after this line.
Okay.
Cool? Alright, let's get through this line. Nike Dunk by You. Take a look at this one, guys. Look. This is the main thing that you guys need to see. Nike Dunk by You leather is way better than regular Dunk. Nike Dunk by You.
But this is less creased.
Oh yeah, but okay. Now?
You just ruined it.
Can you believe those things only cost 110 and they're like easy to get? A pair of Yeezys, Yeezy 700 in Flame Amber. One of my favorite, or I actually think this might be my favorite, like super colorful version of the Yeezy 700. Like they had the suns, the bright blues, but this one, man, it's just so... There's something about it that's like, it's crazy, but it still like holds itself together, if that makes sense. And then one of the coolest pairs that I own, I think this has got to be like my only off-white sneaker that I have. I bought these a while ago, and obviously I'm never gonna sell these things. This has got to stay in the collection. R.I.P. Virgil Abloh. His Jordan 5, this is not like his most crazy, most popular sneaker by any means, but it's one that I could afford, so let's just put it that way. New Balance Protection Pack. I've actually got 2 of these. This is my favorite colorway, the triple white, or what do they call these things? Sea salt, maybe? Vantas, Yeezy 700 Vanta. You know, the blacked out mode, you gotta have this. I got these pretty recently, actually, so I haven't worn them all that much, but listen, I mean, it's crazy raining outside right now, so yeah, they're gonna get put to work this winter time. Got the bright blue. Now, I think this is more of a it's crazy and it's out there. When you're wearing this, it's definitely out there. The crazy deep blue mixed with that bright orange just looks insane on foot. One of these two, I'm definitely taking in Flame Amber over this one, or even the Sun 700. Down at the bottom, we've got the Jordan 1 UNC, or the powder blue technically speaking, but what everybody else called the UNC. I did a little lace swap there with these sail laces, which honestly I thought would look amazing, but I'm not entirely sure. Kind of looks a little bit out of place, don't you think?
No, I like it. I think it looks cool.
Like, imagine if this was the same color as the mochas. I think that would look better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but they made it super bright white, which kind of like mixed with the light blue makes it look a little bit cheap. Right, we've reached the end of this line, so you got a question for me?
What's the cheapest pair that you own?
Cheap, okay, we did most expensive. Cheapest pair I own is, so it's gonna be these. The fake Yeezy foam runners that we got when we were in Greece. The freaking ballerina pointy toe shoes. Yeah, what did I pay, like 19 euros, 15 euros for this pair? And they look ridiculous on foot, but yeah, this is I've just kept them around. Yeah, so this has got to be my cheapest shoe that I own, coming in at a whopping $15. Let's continue. We've got a Yeezy 350 wool this time, so let's run through these 350s. I mean, they're all very similar, so we don't have to spend too much time. Salt, this is the last Yeezy ever, actually.
I actually really like that colour.
You really like this one?
Mm-hmm. Because it's like green and blue at the same time and kind of looks grey.
Yeah, it's definitely like neutral enough that you could wear it with like a bunch of different outfits. Beluga Reflectives, this is not the original Beluga, this is the 2020 or 2021 version. Obviously the reflective one. This is a solid pair, like I had to have these things. This is one of my favorite 350s of all time. And that also goes for the Oreos. Freaking love the Oreos. And this would go so hard in this outfit as well. Like, look at that. Zebras. This is, I think, one of my most recent purchases. I literally got these things as soon as we found out that Yeezy and Adidas were splitting, because I knew the price of these things was going to go like straight up. So yeah, had to get these in the collection. Another stripe variant. This is the Core Red. And the more that I've worn these things, the more I'm just not the biggest fan of this red stripe. I don't know, it goes hard with some outfits like all black or like, I don't know, but as soon as you like chuck white socks, like if I had white socks on this, it kills it completely. Even though it's Nike socks and that's like a perfect match with these Yeezys, like you gotta wear Nike socks with your Yeezys, there's just something about white with, yeah, it doesn't go well. Slate 350s, another very recent one. These two dropped like almost back to back. We've got the Salt, and then this is the Slate colorway. We're getting towards the end of the line, so you better get ready on that next question. The next one we got is the Blue Tints. Actually,
yeah, I thought it was the same as those.
Yeah, they're so similar, aren't they? This is just like a lot more grey. Alright, we're at the end. That is my final one, the Blue Tint 350s. You got another question for me?
I have indeed. What's your biggest L?
My biggest L. I know exactly what my biggest L is, because my biggest L in terms of a sneaker ever is the Yeezy 350 Knit Compact. And I've spoke about this sneaker before on the channel, so if you guys watched my video where I was talking about like the sneakers I regret purchasing, or I can't remember what I titled it. So this is it here. What do you think of this? Initial impressions?
You didn't even need to take it out of the box for me to think ill.
You're not a fan?
No. That looks like the devil.
Okay, now it's not just the fact that I bought this pair of shoes, right? It's the price I paid. And I keep this label in here always, because you want to guess? You want to guess how much I paid? I don't even know if you know.
What do they retail?
180, I believe. Same as like all of the other ones.
What the fuck?
Yep, that's why this is always going to be, or at least for now, is one of my biggest L's that I've ever taken, is buying this pair of shoes, because I don't know why, I bought them early and I paid that, I don't even know if I don't know why, I don't know. Alright, we're on to the next line now. God, we're getting there, alright? Panda Dunks, this is the Dunk by You version. As you guys know, I had like the regular Pandas, but I got rid of them and I got the Dunk by You because, again, we know this, I've said this so many times, the leather's way nicer, it feels better. Next up, we've got the Drake Nocta Hot Step Air Terra Nocta. Okay, everybody roasts these things for looking like Fila's, but there's something about them, man. Like, you don't like them?
No, I feel like those. Anyone out there that knows what an English chav looks like?
Not very many people do like these. They got roasted for looking like Fila's, and people just don't like them. But hey, material's nice. I like the way that they look, so they're in my collection, okay? Another pair of New Balance protection pack. Like this one, as you can see, is slightly different to the sea salt colorway. New Balance absolutely kills it when it comes to materials. I thought this was a fantastic colorway. The like mixture of lighter and darker blue. Young Travis. I think these are, no, they're not my only Travis pair. We'll get into one of my other ones, but yeah, it's the Baroque Brown Air Max 1. This was not a retail hit. It's one of my favorites actually. It would go hard with this fit. I keep saying that, but Union Jordan 2s. It's nothing amazing. It's not my favorite sneaker, but it's solid. Jordan 2 Union. We got the leather on the inside. It's actually quite nice. I really do like this colorway. Yeah, lottery dunks. I showed you guys these. We did a review. Terrible leather. It's not the worst dunk leather, but it's not amazing. Final one in this line is the Represent Raptor. We're at the end. You got another question for me?
What's your most worn pair of shoes? Or what do you wear the most?
It's different for different times. These are definitely up there as my most worn.
You can tell.
Yeah. They're like even kind of like fading at the bottom. I've got another pair of these actually, which I'm sure we'll find at some point in this video. That's that line. So we got one more line left. Another pair of New Balances. Something that's familiar with like all of these New Balance sneakers is like how freaking nice this material is. This is the 990 V3 Teddy Santas, and obviously it's a really, really, really nice pair of New Balance sneakers. And then the lonely pair of Jordan 1s. This is because I just don't have space over there, but this is another lonely pair just off in the corner. This is another fire pair of Jordan 1s. Like, these look pretty cool, don't they? I would understand if someone was like, yeah, those are too crazy for me. I would understand, but I like them. Foam runners. We got 3 different colorways. We've got the Stone Sage. One of my favorite Yeezys this year. If you guys caught my top 10 Yeezy sneakers for 2022, this was on the list. And then we've got, obviously I just showed you guys the other pair. This is the Sand colorway. And we've got the Onyx colorway. It's all over black. Same story over here. And then we've got Dodger dunks. Man, you want to see like one of the coolest thing about the Dodgers dunks is the bubble gum on the bottom. You see that?
Why are they called Dodger dunks?
It's because it's the LA Dodgers, the colorway of the baseball team. Another one of the last Yeezy sneakers that dropped recently. One of my favorite Yeezys for 2022 as well. Super cozy, just like the puffy material on the inside. I will say that very easily get marks on them because they're white, so just be careful of that.
Have we made it?
We're halfway through. We're gonna go speed round on these. Yeah, chuck me another question. Let me get some of my Monster.
You ready for your question?
Ready for my question.
What's your most hated pair of shoes? And hate's a strong word, so you have to hate them.
Pretty easy actually. It's in the other room. Should we go to the other room?
Let's go.
Got a whole nother shelf in here. Might as well stay in here. So the question was, what most hated?
Mm-hmm.
Most hated. It's just not a great design. This knit material, I'm not a fan of. The look of it, I'm not a fan of. The way that it feels on foot, I'm not a fan of. So yeah, the mono knit on a 350 just kills it for me. While we're in here, let's just go through these sneakers that I've got. At the top here, we've got the 500 Bone. This is a pair that I had a massive W on. I picked these things up second hand for 150 pounds. And they're pretty much brand new. They look amazing. I haven't actually worn them yet because it's crazy raining outside and I literally just picked these things up. So I'm probably gonna wait for a little bit better weather to break these things out. And then we've got the Sacai LD Waffle. This is the Fragment collaboration. A fantastic sneaker, incredibly comfortable. In fact, when I'm traveling, for the most part, I usually just wear my Sacai's, whether it's the LD Waffle or my other pair, which we'll talk about in a minute. Air Force One Stussy collaboration in the Fossil colorway. One of my favorite sneakers to drop this year. And it's just like one of my favorite, I guess, kind of like affordable sneaker that dropped this year because these things are not going for a massive amount. We got the Yeezy Quantum. This is the lifestyle version, a fantastic sneaker. I wear these things to the gym sometimes, or just like even now, full winter. It's a nice pair of shoes to have, except for the suede that kind of gets a little bit dirty sometimes. And then we've got the, God, this is like probably one of my, if not my favorite pairs of Jordan 4s. This is the white Oreos. I ended up spending quite a bit of money on these things, but you know, I had to pick them up. This is a fantastic colorway. Another pair of 4s, we've got the black canvas. I'm gonna be wearing these a lot this winter time. One of the most recent pairs of 4s, midnight navy 4s. Look at this, because this midsole, it's such a like chunky, clunky shoe that when you're like going down steps, like you can see, like I've scuffed this up because you literally hit the bottom. Yeah, these are beat, and obviously they're white, so they're gonna show up a lot more. But like I said, if I'm traveling, I'm chucking on something from Sacai because they're so incredibly comfortable. Ma Manier 3, one of the just I guess aesthetically pleasing. Like you could look at an image of this sneaker, couldn't you, and just be like, like it's just something satisfying about this, don't you think? Like the colors, just so, like they go together so perfectly. The suede, the material, like this almost just looks like, I don't know, it looks like an art piece. We've got off-white dunks. This is the lot 32 out of 50. As you know, Virgil Abloh did the lot dunks where you could literally, you get exclusive access to a pair of dunks and it's random access. So you don't know what you're getting and it just shows up and you find out which one you have. This is the only pair I have. This is 32. I think it looks pretty clean. Like you can take this off and it'll just be straight, just gray and white, or keep the blue on, which is what I've done, and it just looks a little bit of pop to it. Wave Runners, probably my favorite pair of Yeezys. Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Crazy, it just doesn't make sense. Like this shoe shouldn't work, but it does tremendously well. Like the colors and everything. What do you think of these?
Yeah, I really like those colours.
Another pair of 700s. We've got the V2s, 700 V2 creams to be exact.
These are obviously your most worn.
Yeah, these are my go-tos. Damn, that just shows like where I walk. I'm like, heel. Yeah, this is one of my favorite 700, my favorite Yeezys, I think this year. Bone 350s, beat to hell. I wear these things to the gym a lot. Like if the foam runners aren't my most worn, these would be like a close second because I pretty much go to the gym every single day and usually I wear these things. Gray Fog Dunks, as you can see, I'm keeping a shoe tree in there to try and get rid of these creases. See, this is why freaking dunk leather sucks, because that's just horrendous. We checked out the Represent sneakers in there. This is the Cobalt colorway that I was talking about, my favorite one. They're insanely comfortable and insanely good material as well. And then we've got like a little No Two Ways collection down here. We've got my favorite pair, which is this one right here, the triple white. I forget what these ones are called, Lacuna or something, but the triple blacks. All three of these are solid colorways. They send them out to me. So huge thank you to No Two Ways, because these were all just, yeah, they just threw them to me, which is massive. This is my most worn though. I absolutely love these things, as you can see, and they're white, so they get beat down a lot, but that's my little No Two Ways collection. Halcite 380s. These I wear a lot to the gym as well, so they're pretty beat down. I probably should wash these ones. And then we've got Power Faces. I actually brought these out from underneath the bed because I forgot I even had them. The Power Face, these are Yeezy.
They look horrendous. They look like Lacoste shoes.
Yeah, this is one of the more bizarre Yeezy sneakers, but it is actually a Yeezy, you know. I'm never going to get rid of them because it's cool to have. One more. This is one of the last ones in this room. This was a gift from Casablanca. They recently sent this over to me. This is like one of the first times like a brand has sent me one of their like special, I don't know what you would call these things, like an influencer package, if you will. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a moment for the channel. I really enjoyed, you know, getting this experience because I always used to watch like other YouTubers get packages like this. And this is the first for the channel. So in this box you get like 3 tennis balls, which is pretty crazy. Then you get some socks and a little towel and some of these. What do you call this? A wristband. And then you get the shoes on the inside. God damn. I'm just gonna throw up some B-roll of the sneakers. I can't be bothered to get this out. Alright, speed round. Let's get through these boxes. Normally these are just like shoes that I never wear and they're up in the attic and they're just kind of like, if I need them for content, then they're there. First one, we got Pure Slides. There you go. In fact, all of these freaking Yeezy slides I bought for a video of comparing all of them just because of the sizing issues that are on Yeezy slides. So that's why I have a bunch of freaking Yeezy slides. The Onyx pair, these are probably going to be next up once I beat my pair down. Just an all black pair. Blacks. It's a
Love
cool pair.
them.
Let's get these slides out the way. We got the resin colorway. I'm actually a big fan of these. Maybe they'll be next up. What else we got? Foam runners. This is the red pair. Wanna know something else? What is it with freaking red shoes?
Expensive?
Yeah. The price, in fact, these are almost just as bad as the freaking compacts.
That is gross.
That's insane, and they're cheaper. I spent $576 on these. All of my most expensive sneakers that I spend the most on are all red. Lost and founds, they're all red. Red sneakers are a curse, guys. 450s. This is actually my only pair of 450s now. This is the Cinder colorway. Because, I mean, pretty much at this point, just get a dark or a light colorway of the 450s and you don't need any other ones. Like, they're all so similar. So I've got the Cinder pair. We got another pair of foams. Oh yeah, this is my double up of... So this is my iced out on ice pair. So these are going to be subbed in once those tap out. We got some Yeezy 500s. Which one is this? Oh, this is the Stone colorway. This is actually a mistake. I didn't actually want to get these things. I bought these on like GOAT Black Friday a couple years ago. They charged me ridiculous import fees, so I had to pay a stupid amount of money. So there's that.
Why do you still have them?
Because I don't like selling any of my shoes.
You're an expensive hoarder.
Another pair of 500s. These I'm never going to get rid of, even though I don't know if I'm ever going to wear them. They're just cool, man. They're cool to look at.
They look like something you would put on to go rock climbing.
This is the Inflame colorway, I believe. We got a pair of 700s. This is the Kyanite colorway. Lean. Second or third favorite Yeezy 700 V3. So those I'll probably start wearing those once my Azraels get dusty. We got one more pair of 380s. Love these. Love that colorway. This is a Pyrite colorway. This was a gift from Burberry, and so got the little bow on it. Burberry sent me this. How wild is that? It's called the Burberry leather sneaker. I think it's cool. The only thing is like the pointy toe. I think is a little bit strange. Another pair of New Balances. This is the Joe Fresh Goods 9060. These, yeah, they're pretty wild. You can probably see why I haven't worn these yet. A little bit girly.
I was gonna say I like them.
But insanely comfortable. Damn, this is another gift. Keto wears. This is an awesome pair of sneakers, I gotta say. Wild, insane. Check these things out. The freaking Jag Runner. Literally like a skull shoe.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Insane. So I'll show you what they look like on foot.
Just run at me and make a crocodile.
Damn, I might just rock these for the rest of the video. We got Travis. This is the Travis Scott condom ones.
Condom?
It's a joke.
Oh.
So, yeah, the Air Trainers. These are solid. Got an unfortunate one because I think I'm gonna need to get a new pair of these. These just don't fit. I got my true to size and they're huge. I really want a pair of these. This is the Slay Benberry Croc. Some of the things that I want to do in 2023. I want to slim or trim this down like maybe 50 pairs, I think. I don't need 100 pairs of shoes. Rid of this stuff that I'm just never going to wear. It's tough because you think you're going to wear it, then something else comes along and you're like, yeah, you know what? Let me take these, you know, instead of those. Either way, let's finish it off. We got a pair of Jordan 1, the Starfish Jordan 1s. And another pair of 1s. Back when I bought these in 2020, I thought I was going to wear these. We got a pair of Dunks. It's the Chicago pair, which I actually stole the laces out of. I don't remember. I stole the laces out of these. I put them in something else. Man, this is a pair that I should wear. I really like this. But the UNC Jordan 6s, definitely something that's harder to style for sure. Stealth 1s. These are brand new. I haven't worn these yet. I do really like the, I don't know. I really like the colorway and I do like the material. Another pair of Jordan 1s. The Patinas. There's something about these I do like a lot. And though so many people would say that these are like the ugliest shoes alive. We got the Heritage ones. Again, I stole the laces off these. I didn't put it back. Last pair of Jordan 1s. We've got... oh, the freaking Marina Blues. Patty Foam Qs. This is, I think, like an unreleased colorway, or at least I haven't seen it anywhere. This is the sneaker that at least contributed to the Adidas and Yeezy split. We're down to 2. The last 2 sneakers. Sakai Blazer in the Magma Orange colorway. Not my favorite by any means, but I definitely think I will rock these in the summer at some point. This was the Halloween pair of Dunks. that I freaking love. Look at that. I didn't get them in time for Halloween, but I got them, and maybe Halloween I'll wear them. This is a very interesting pair of dunks, to say the least. And that is all 100 and something pairs of my sneaker collection, guys. This was a tough video to make, so I would massively appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Maybe just drop a like on this video, and down in the comment section, just throw up thank you, Meg, for helping us record this video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another one. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.